Hello, Wrexham fans. How are you all doing? I hope so. And look, today's news is enough to shake any Red Dragon's heart. Yes, it's confirmed, a great player is leaving our Wrexham AFC. Want to know who he is and what's going on? Then stay with me until the end, because there's a lot of important stuff coming up. But first, you know what? Subscribe to the channel and leave a like to make sure you always get the hottest news from Wrexham. Now, let's get to the video. Before we get to the main news, did you know that Wrexham has confirmed the signing of Ryan Hardy? He comes from Plymouth Argyle, who ended up being relegated from the Championship, and he's already excited to wear the Dragons shirt. Hardy said he's excited to meet up with old teammates, like Dan Scarr and Callum Burton, who he played with at home park. But what really caught everyone's attention was coach Phil Parkinson, who had been keeping an eye on Hardy since January and seems quite pleased with the new signing. But there's one detail. In his statements to the leader, Parkinson also gave clues that he knows the size of the challenge ahead. He explained that one of the reasons for bringing in Hardy was precisely his ability to score goals even against teams that were struggling at the bottom of the table. In other words, an experienced reinforcement who can be decisive in difficult moments. And it doesn't stop there. Arthur Okonkwo is already focused on training, preparing himself firmly for the Championship. Other names like Ollie Rathbone have also made it clear that they want to raise the level of the squad. But while some arrive motivated, others seem to be on their way out. Veteran Paul Mullen, for example, practically disappeared from the team in the final stretch of the 2024 and 2025 season. To give you an idea, he hasn't played another league match since January 28th, when he scored in the 3-2 defeat against Stevenage. And what's going on? According to rumors and even statements by Mullen himself in the documentary Welcome to Wrexham, it seems that his relationship with Phil Parkinson is not going well at all. Mullen said that the coach has lost some confidence in him, and that has raised many questions. And now, with Wigan Athletic keeping an eye on him, the scenario seems increasingly clear. The end of the line for Mullen at Wrexham may be near. It is worth remembering that, even with a contract until 2027, the club would be willing to release him without a fee. Wigan has already shown interest before, and the press claims that talks are still ongoing. In fact, journalist Alan Nixon brought a new update. Wigan is very close to signing Christian Sadie from Portsmouth. But at the same time, they are still negotiating with Mullen, and he could even go for free. If that happens, Mullen will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the great names in Wrexham's recent history. After all, what he did here was incredible. But his dream of playing a championship match for Wrexham may not come true. In an interview, Mullen said, "Just playing one championship match for Wrexham would be absolutely worth it. It would be the cherry on the cake of this story." And he finished by saying, "I've enjoyed every minute here." Now here's the question for you. Do you think it's right for him to leave? Or does he deserve another chance? Comment below because I want to know your opinion. And of course, don't forget to leave that naughty like and subscribe to the channel. There's much more to come. Until next time, Red Dragon fans.